Alright, we are live. So I'm a little late coming on the stream here today, but that's okay. Every single day I'm going to get a little bit more efficient. Just was finishing up filming and it took a little bit longer than I expected. But I'm trying to figure out how many videos I should even be filming a day, because I'm like, I want to make 2 shorts and 1 YouTube video every day, but I feel like maybe that's actually too much. Like, I feel like maybe people don't even have enough time to watch all that. So, I don't know. I try and make them pretty fast. Like, I made the short. Hey, what's up? How's it going, Frenzy? I made the short. Like, I make the shorts actually pretty fast. I mean, for how quality they are, but like, I mean, it still takes me some time to make them, and I made both of the. I made the short that's coming out later today, this morning, and I made the short that already came out just 20-30 minutes ago this morning. But it still takes me a while to make, so I'm wondering, like, should I upload? I don't know. I feel like 2 shorts a day is fine, but I'm trying to figure out if I should upload a YouTube video as well. Maybe a YouTube video every other day. But I'm still figuring that out. But if I'm able to do it all in the morning before I even trade, then that's actually pretty good, I think. But it's just about becoming more efficient with it, because I mean, it still takes me a while to actually just film it. It probably takes like 30-45 minutes for each, maybe an hour, just depending on if I'm editing it or not. My chess elo. Let's pull up mychess.com. Dude, you should join my chess Discord. It's actually like pretty sweet. It's fun. It's actually pretty active too. I don't even really know how. It's kind of crazy story how I became to even be the owner. Like, we just kind of like a group of friends, and then all of a sudden, like, we're like, we should make a server, and then I decided to be the person who created the server, and so now I just happen to be the owner of this chess server as well. It's kind of funny. Let me send you the link to this chess Discord. Invite people. My chess elo is for rapid right now it's 1621. For blitz it's 1177, but right now my blitz is at a low point. I have a feeling once I like lock in, I'll be able to get it back up, because it was up near 1300 over a while ago. I just need to play some more blitz and I'll get back up. But yeah, it's pretty fun, dude. I love chess. That's why I have that whole server where I hang out with those guys. It's fun. All right, let's talk about the charts. Let's talk about what's going on. And let's dive into price action. So, yesterday, I don't play rapid, and my blitz bullet rating is 1700. Jeesh, bro. That's insane. That's insane. It's actually so good. You're a lot better than me. Yeah, let's talk about what happened with price action. So, yesterday was a bank holiday, and we hit our target. Over the bank holiday, Columbus Day, dude. Who would have thought Columbus Day would be the day that we take out previous month's high? But we did, in fact, hit previous month's high yesterday during Columbus Day. So there's our target for the week. So that was previous month's high. You can see here, if I go to the monthly chart, it becomes very obvious that this was, in fact, previous month's high. And yeah, we just ran right through it yesterday over Columbus Day. So we're going to have to figure out what kind of weekly profile this is. So I'm going to go over to AM Trade's weekly profile video. Actually, I probably don't need to do it every time, but just while I'm still getting better, I'm going to go over to his weekly profile video because I think it's nice to have it as a reference. I'm just gonna have it up. Might not pull it over. We'll see. Let me pause it for a sec. If it'll load. Just hang on.
Right, we have a.
Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of that now. So if I need that, I'll pull it up. So anyway, this was previous month's high. Put it in the top right. You can see that we did in fact hit that yesterday on Columbus Day. So, oh, let me also get out my trading stuff. It's just gonna take a second. All right. So, yeah, previous month's high got taken out. And you'll note that we actually did finish this buy model that I talked about in my weekly recap, where I said this weekly fair value gap was the low of this buy model. So we got SMT at the lows. So if I go to the daily chart, we have this low on the 3rd of October and this low on the 8th of October. If I go over to the weekly chart on the S&P, we have this low on the 3rd of October and then this lower low on the 7th of October. So this was an SMT right here that occurred in this weekly fair value gap. So bullish SMT. So that's what confirmed that this weekly fair value gap was a key level as well. Now, the other thing that was a key level was this weekly order block, and I would actually use this. So I'm watching the ICT private mentorship now, and I'm learning that an order block, what an order block is defined by, it's because an order block can either be the top of a series of down close candles or the top of the lowest down close candle. It could be either one, and it kind of just depends on the context, and I think you just get more familiar with it over time. But in this case, since this is like the final sharp aggressive move down that takes out this low, this is the one that I'm probably more inclined to use as the order block. And it's just something that it's going to become more intuitive for me over time. But since you use this opening price of the order block, you can see that we actually we test this key level very, very well. We test this very, very well, and it becomes very obvious that this is an order block on the daily chart, because you can see this is just a giant final move down. It's very, very sharp, very aggressive, and so anyway, this aligns with this weekly fair value gap very, very well, and you can see that this was the key level that we pushed into on the weekly chart. This is the weekly order block, and boom, we tap into that key level, we get our SMT, and we go straight to our draw on liquidity. Now, last week was I thought it was going to be a classic expansion week, because if I pull up the AM Trades weekly profile video, you can see classic expansion week is when you have a move down into a key level, and then throughout the rest of the week you expand and hit your draw on liquidity. So here you can see that's the key level right there. We expand up to our draw on liquidity. Anyway, that's what I thought was going to happen. And you can see the key level that you would use would probably be, I'd actually probably use, you could use this. So now that I'm understanding order blocks a lot more, I'm understanding like this counts as an order block, honestly. Like that counts as an order block. So like you can see how this holds up price pretty well, actually. Because I'm watching the ICT mentorship, I'm learning a lot about order blocks, and it's actually super fascinating. Anyway, this was the Monday push down into a key level, Monday low of the week. Then Tuesday expands, Wednesday expand. I was expecting Thursday to expand. We did not get that. We kind of chopped around, and that was kind of surprising. But because that happened, then Friday chopped around as well. And then we did end up hitting that draw on liquidity this Monday morning, or whatever, Monday at some point in the day. So now we're going to take a look at this week's price action. Now, price action does look bullish to me, especially because if I just measure this, like the different final moves down, right? So we have this Judas swing, right? Measure out the standard deviations of this. You get this kind of like 2 to 2.5 area, which resides above this high. And if I go down to the 4-hour chart, I measure this final move down. And keep in mind, where are we delivering from? We're delivering from this weekly fair value gap. So we're not delivering from the middle of nowhere. We are delivering from a weekly fair value gap. And this weekly order block. So I know that we have this weekly imbalance here, but honestly, I think this draw is higher. I think previous 3-month high. So this is previous 3 months high. I think this previous 3 months high is a stronger draw than this weekly fair value gap. And actually, it looks like we've almost already closed above that. So we're very close to closing above that. So it seems like to me that this weekly fair value gap and this order block will hold, and we will likely come up to previous 3 months highs. So, and also you'll note that you can measure this final move down. Let's measure this order block, because I think this order block is a fantastic order block to use for standard deviations. So let's measure this down. And yeah, you get this -1 resting almost perfectly above this high here. And then depending on what you use, actually, yeah. This -1 rests above this high. And if you use this, now the -2 to 2.5 rests above this high. So I would say previous 3 months highs is a very, very strong draw on liquidity, and honestly, that's the price target I will be looking at going into this week. So previous 3 months highs is my target. So I'm going to bring this over and bring this back over as well. Previous 3 months highs, it seems very, very strong. Previous 3 months highs. So that seems like the draw to me. And anyway, now let's go into low time frame charts. Hopefully we did not miss any setups, but it's possible. It's always possible we did. So if I go to the 1 minute chart, let's see here. I don't really see anything. I think we're fine. I mean, maybe there was a 30-second. Yeah, I think we're fine. It just looks like prices just moved relatively steadily. So, let's mark out Asia and London. We had Asia from midnight, or 20 until midnight. So here's 20. Okay. Okay, here's 20 until midnight. We have London from 2 until 5. All right, London, Asia, and now New York. So you can see that we've already put in our classic London Judas swing, New York distribution kind of event, right? Where we take out London's or Asia's lows and then we come for Asia's highs. So you can see that this event has this has already occurred in price action, where we had London manipulate down and then New York distribute up. Now, what is the key level? We got to figure out, because I'm curious, did we tap into a key level? It seems like it was this order block. But how do you want to define this order block, right? Because you can define it in a few different ways. I'd maybe define it right as this. I'd maybe define it as this. And you can see that price actually did end up pushing into that perfectly. And the reason we define it as this is that final candle that sweeps liquidity. This is the one that, and yes, you can use the top of this, but this one will be a little bit more accurate. And you can see that that ends up being the most accurate order block to use. I see 2023 mentorship is, really changing the way I see the charts, honestly. As well, this is the mean threshold of this 15-minute order block. So those lined up pretty well, which is honestly really cool. So with that in mind, I would expect us to come up and take out previous day's high relatively soon. This should be the draw on liquidity. Previous day's high should be the draw on liquidity relatively soon. So now, I think since London was a really critical manipulation move, let's measure out the standard deviations of that. -2 to 2.5. So 2 to 2.5 standard. This is where I could see price coming up to. So now possibly, since we're getting a London reversal day, so if you don't know, a London reversal day is, oh man, I wish I just had pictures of these really easily. Oh, I do. Hang on. So we're gonna go over T-Trade's PDF library, and it's a very clear London reversal day. You have London pushes into a key level, and then New York continues. So when you have a London reversal day, New York will typically continue. So London pushes into key level, New York should manipulate down and then continue higher. So we're gonna look for that in price action here somewhere. So what key level would I expect us to push into for this New York reversal? Well, we have this 1 hour fair value gap. It's a possibility. We have this 15-minute order block. It's a possibility. You could also use the top of the series of down close candles, so you could use this. But I think the top of this one will be more accurate. This is the one ICT uses in this mentorship. You can see how using this order block would have been super accurate. You see there you go. There's a reaction off of that. Very cool. So let's see, did we get our 1 hour change in state of delivery? We did get a 1 hour change in state of delivery here. That occurred right here, so we got a 1 hour CISD. Let's see if we got a 15-minute CISD. The 15-minute CISD occurred at the same place that the 1 hour CISD occurred. So now we have this breaker, low, high, lower low, higher high. I'd honestly want to see price come into this breaker. This breaker right here, this low, high, lower low, higher high, and yeah, high, low, higher high, lower low, or no, low, high, lower low, higher high. So this breaker is kind of what I'm seeing, this 5-minute breaker. Okay, 5-minute breaker block. And what fair value gaps do we have that overlap with this? We have this 15-minute fair value gap. $15-minute FVG. So I honestly want to see some kind of manipulation down into this level. We will see if we'll get that. You'll note that this is also a 1-hour BPR. So this is a pretty high confluence area, but I don't know if we're going to come down there, honestly. We'll just have to see. We might not. This is something that I'm just going to have to get better with over time, but we will see. The market opens at 9:30, so maybe we'll get some kind of Judas swing down at market open. To be determined, I guess. But yeah, just getting better every single day. That's the idea. Anyway, yeah, that's kind of what I'm expecting here. That's the main fair value gap that I see. Overlap with this breaker, this low, high, low, low. Whoops. Higher, high. Lower, low, which sweeps out this low. So this seems like a pretty good breaker, honestly, to use. I would definitely think so. Let's check for SMTs. That's something I always forget to do. So with this 505 low and this 620 low, 505 low, 620 low, you can see that we got a SMT at these lows here. So that protects this low here. That 505 and 620 SMT protects this low. Just confirming our bias. And then let's see, 740 and 840. There are equal lows on the S&P. That's interesting. What happened to my indicator? So S&P has equal lows, and SP has equal lows, which is concerning, but like that is concerning, but I don't know. That definitely makes things interesting. I don't like that there's equal lows there. So maybe it's a New York reversal candidate. I don't know. It seems like it's London reversal, New York continuation. I would, if I was expecting, where is it? If I was expecting New York reversal, yeah, it doesn't look like New York reversal, because New York reversal, we'd already be moving in a direction, and then New York would hit a key level. Is that what's happening? No. London hit a key level. New York is continuing. That's what it seems like to me. So I'm trying to keep my options open. But we did get our changes to delivery on that 1 hour, 15-minute changes to delivery. Okay, we are getting a move back down here. This is what we wanted to see. So honestly, I think the daily buy is kind of, I really do think that this is a London reversal, New York continuation day, even with these equal lows on the S&P. But yeah, we'll just have to see. My bias kind of remains the same. But yeah, we are getting this possible Judas swing back down here into this breaker block and fair value gap here. So this is kind of what I'm expecting price to want to come back down to. This fair value gap. Kind of created some, like, this is kind of like a liquidity void on the low time frame. On the high time frame, it's a fair value gap. Okay, there we go. There's our fair value gap. That's not looking good. That breaker block for value gap did not support price. We have, okay, possible retest of this 1 hour CASD here. We got the retest of the 15-minute one. Actually, it looks like we already kind of got a retest of that 1 hour one with this candle right here. So we already got that. So we might actually hold this. We just barely, oh, see that? We just barely tapped discount. We just barely tapped into discount of the range. I like that a lot. Okay, the 30 seconds inversing. So we got previous day's high up here. I would say this is the draw. So I think this 1 minute closes back above, and I'll enter on this, and I'll leave my stop loss to break even at these relatively equal highs, and I'll target previous day's high. Because we are delivering from our break block as well. And this is the external gap, right? So you could have entered from down there, but there's this external gap. So you would have to have moved your stop loss to break even, and I think you would have got stopped out of break even, honestly. So this breaker block did support price. It's just Actually, I would consider it more of this order block that supported price. It's just, it wasn't exactly super clean. We wanted to come down to this order block. I didn't take that trade, so I'm just... We kind of have relatively equal lows. I don't know. I don't know if those are I don't know if you'd consider those relatively equal or not. But we definitely swept this high here. So maybe we're coming down here. Yeah, we might be coming down here. Maybe we'll possibly test this 1 hour CISD. That's where we might be looking to test, as well as this order block here. Do we have news today? I forgot to check. No. So interesting how this this unicorn did not support price. I'll cover that in my recap today. Okay, we got lower lows forming on the S&P, higher low forming on the NASDAQ. All right. 933, 939, 931, 940. So possible SMT. Okay, could we get this inverse? I mean, we're not really delivering from anywhere, but I mean, this would probably be pretty good because we swept out these lows and we're getting an SMT. Yeah, so this would be like an SMT here. This might not be bad. But we might not get it. But it does look like we swept Asia's lows and now we're taking out previous day's high. I mean, this looks like the draw, right? Okay, can we get this inverse? I'll be interested to take a trade if we get this inverse. Because we'll have solidified this S&T. Oh, we have equal highs on the S&P as well. Okay. I'll move stop loss to break even here. And I'll honestly just target this high. Can we get it? Not yet. Not yet. S&P left equal highs. $9.30, $9.41, $9.30, $9.41. We'll just have to see. Surprised this breaker block and fair value gap didn't really work. I guess, you know what? The bodies of this fair value gap have supported price. Because what is this? A 5-minute fair value gap? Yeah, the bodies are holding. It's important to note. We are going into the macro here. Okay, if we get this, I'll enter. Stop loss below the IFG candle. Maybe like here. Stop loss break even here. But we have not gotten it yet. Not yet. But it'd be kind of nice if we got this S&T. Okay, equal lows on the S&P. I don't love these equal lows on the S&P, but I don't know. To me, this looks like London reversal, New York continuation kind of day. Okay, 11 seconds. 5 seconds. Not quite. Okay, we did not get it. Price action is getting kind of choppy. I don't know, man. We kind of swept this high, so I feel like I'm going against high resistance liquidity, huh? Honestly, yeah, we got a. I would think this low is protected because of this SMT. Just got a 15-second IPG. Looks like it might fail. But yeah, we swept out these relatively equal highs, and now we're getting moved down. Maybe this is a market maker sell model. I don't know. I'm gonna stick to my bias. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Okay, if this 1 minute inverses, delivering from a 5 minute gap with SMT. I will take this if this inverses. But I don't know. Actually, price action is kind of choppy. I might not take anything. Yeah, price action is getting kind of choppy. Why do all the days that I end up on the charts, price action is just like actual like booty cheeks. But then the days that I'm not looking at the charts, it's like price action's like really good. What's up with that? All right. The SMT intact. 930. Okay, there's still an SMT. Alright, here we go. 30-second inverse. I will take this. Okay. Stop loss break even at this high. Okay, almost there. Did we hit it? Okay, almost. Come on. We left equal highs. Let's just hit our stop loss to break even. Just get out of here risk free. No. Okay, stop loss to break even. Okay, here's your TP1. Or you TP whatever you want, honestly. But this is going into the macro, so I don't think this should stop. Okay. You can take TP1 here. Yeah. Okay, TP2 could be right here. Okay. I would have taken some off there. If stays high. Macro ends in 10 minutes. Okay, there's a 3-minute OB right here. We'll see if the end of the macro wants to take us higher or if it wants to drop us down. To be honest, this is kind of this is kind of weird price action. I'll stay in the trade till the end of the macro, but if we can't run it by the end of the macro, then I'm gonna get out wherever we are. I mean, there's giant SMT here. SMT with these lows, 930, 949, 930, 949, and now also 10 a.m. So there's a giant SMT, so like I'm holding the rest of the position because of this giant SMT essentially. Like, and so we'll see if this stops us out or or runs, but yeah. Once again, I'm going to end the trade by the end of the macro. So, yeah, I want to see us hit the draw by the end of the macro. Honestly, that's really what I'm looking for. This is kind of like a propulsion block because you got a boom, boom. So we're holding order blocks of order blocks. But I don't know. It's not exactly clear. Yeah, it needs to run this by 10:10. Otherwise, I'm not interested. This is a very time sensitive play. I don't know, man. I don't like it. Kind of just want to get out. If we're gonna stall here, then it's like it just kind of defeats the point of the trade, you know. I might just get out here. Yeah, I'm gonna get out here. Okay. I don't know. That was just kind of annoying. I think price was a little too choppy. Honestly, that was just more annoying than anything. Like, why did... I don't know. Yeah. I feel like this was a good trade to where you would just... This is one of those where you want to just take off most at this TP1, honestly. This is a good trade where you I don't know, this is just kind of far away. Like, yeah, it might be nice to leave runners, but all you really know is that this low resistance liquidity is going to get ran. Hang on. How's Bitcoin doing? Oh yeah, baby. Those equal lows on the S&P, they're a strong draw, man. we're delivering from a what, 15-minute gap? 5-minute gap. We swept Asia's highs, we're going for Asia's lows. Oh man, dude. What happened to this being a London reversal, New York continuation day? Can someone explain? Why is it doing this? We closed below the mean threshold of this. We did. We're gonna take out London's lows. This looks like it might have. It looks like it is a New York reversal kind of day. So what did I miss? What did I miss, guys? This was New York reversal day, not London reversal. But why? Because this is a key level. Just feels like upsetting because I was so offside. Because like I should not have been offside, you know? That's just the upsetting part. Okay, we just took London's lows. To me, this seems like low resistance. So this seems like a giant. This seems like a giant liquidity void. So I'm expecting this to get filled back in. And we also have relatively equal highs. Honestly, for this trade recap, I think I'll let you guys try and find the trade. Mostly upset because I was so wrong about the bias. I guess we just took previous month's high, so that is the reason for the pullback. I'm just annoyed. And we're in the Sibby. We left equal highs on the S&P. We're about to take these equal lows. I'm just so mad that I was so wrong about the bias. How did I get the bias so wrong? Was there an SMT? Did I miss an SMT? Like what? My guess is since this week is bullish, this is a range that's gonna get taken out for the rest of the week. So my guess is we're gonna go push back down into this gap and then continue higher. Because don't we have news later this week? Yeah, on Thursday. So I kind of see that happening. Let's get rid of everything. We have this order block. See, price respected this there, bearish order block. Like no S&T or nothing. I just don't get it. Set a lower highs. Like, I guess there's a weekly fair value gap right here. Is this where we're gonna go to? Price wants to go to this weekly fair value gap. And then hold here in the middle of the week. Continue higher. It's possible we sweep this low, which is also weekly for value gaps, also low of the week. That would make a lot of sense. I should have been thinking through that lens a little bit more. I should have been thinking through the lens of, hey, this is the beginning of the week, so we might not go straight up. We might need to retrace to a weekly for value gap to go up the rest of the week. You know, because I know the drawn liquidity is higher, but I knew the drawn liquidity was higher, but I was wrong about when it wants to go there. So I think like the solution is you just gotta like, I don't know. The solution is you can be wrong about when it wants to go there, but you still, I don't know, man. I'm just getting better every day. think we're going to that weekly fair value gap. Yeah. I'm gonna look at Bitcoin, dude. Look at this. Look at this possible swing trade. I mean, daily inverse fair value gap. Do you guys see this? Daily inverse fair value gap. I mean, this is really good. Daily IFG, delivering from a weekly fair value gap, delivering from a monthly fair value gap. So we got monthly fair value gap right here. We got a weekly fair value gap right here. We got a daily fair value gap right here. I mean, price could not be more bullish. We got a sweep. Got a sweep here. Pushed into this is like kind of like a rejection block actually. And equal highs above, low resistance, liquidity, low resistance. So like there's a lot of fair value gaps it would have to get back through for it to go down. I think that weekly fair value gaps to draw on liquidity or something. Or something. It's only like I said that like a minute ago. Now it's almost there. So yeah, I think we will get an expansion week to the upside this week. Because yeah, we're pushing down to this weekly fair value gap. Just, man, how did I get the bias so wrong? So stupid. Like I was bullish, I guess. But I should have known that maybe we wanted to come down to this weekly fair value gap first. I should have known that. Oh well, man. Oh well. I keep getting better. That's what matters. But I should have known. Like if we're sweeping out previous month's high, we're at least at like just start out. We took out previous month's high, so we're probably at least gonna go down to this weekly fair value gap. It just makes sense that we would go at least to this weekly fair value gap. I mean, it's not even really a fair value gap yet. But we would take previous week's low, which is the key part about this. Let's just map out a swing trade on Bitcoin just for fun. So this, if I was to take a swing trade, stop loss would go below the low of this IFG candle. And I'll probably do this is like the weekly move down. I took liquidity. Boom. Boom. Got the -1 standard deviation here. -2, 2.5. Could you imagine we go to 110 to 120,000 in the next couple weeks? That would be insane. Could you imagine we went to 150,000? Bro. There's no way, right? Are we going to go to 100? Is Bitcoin going to go to 150,000 in the next 2 months? There's no way, right? There's no way, right? Another low high. I don't know, man. Kind of think it's a fake out. Like this time might be the time. Then if I measure this final move down, -2, 2.5 right here. Yeah, not bad. How's NASDAQ doing? Oh yeah, we're in the weekly fair value gap. That void's gonna get filled back in, dude. We're gonna go up later this week. That void is gonna get filled back in. Like, that's just a giant void. It's gonna be filled. It's gonna be filled. It's gonna be filled. Let's see what other trades you could have taken today. Now, if you knew the bias was bearish, maybe there was an S&T here, 935, 955. We left relatively equal highs on the S&P. Yeah, man, you just gotta be bullish here. Look at how we're holding this weekly fair value gap. Dude, whoa. Whoa, you see that? You see that? See how we perfectly filled it? It's a little interesting, huh? But yeah, we swept previous week's low now. Into this weekly fair value gap. Not previous week's low, low of week. Misspoke. My video that I posted for TikTok is not getting like any views. I don't know why. TikTok hates me. They didn't give me any views on that video. I spent a while making that video. Whatever. We are getting reaction off this weekly fair value gap. I mean, just there's not really much to do here. I mean, this is just a giant high time frame for value gap. There's not much to say or do. I think that you're not gonna really. The move already happened. I don't see anything. That 30-second inverse was nice. Like, yeah, this inverse, but this is just a giant gap. I don't really love it. This was nice. This was a nice trade. Very good of me to spot this in lifetime. The only thing there's a couple things I would do differently. I mean, yes, we had an SMT, but there's a couple things I would do differently. I would take most off. Literally, I would take most off at this high. Because this is the obvious low resistance liquidity that for sure is gonna get run based off this inverse fair value gap. This is like sometimes it's pair the fair value gap with the liquidity. Like this inverse fair value gap, it's like made to run this liquidity. It's not necessarily made to go run up this high in that previous day's. I mean, it could, but the idea is like with like a 90% probability, it's gonna go run this low resistance liquidity. Like that's the 90% win rate when it has a 90% win rate for taking this low resistance liquidity. Not necessarily this high, but this. So yeah, I probably should have done my trade more like that, but I still hit my TP1, and I tried to get out at TP2, but it didn't work. So I didn't really make that much money on it, but I didn't make any money. I'm still kind of trying to get. It's complicated. Yeah, so this swing trade on Bitcoin. Oh. Yo. Yeah. Yeah, if this. My stop loss for the swing trade would go at the low of this IPG candle. We'll see what happens for this Bitcoin. Dodgy just said, boys, we are cooked. But no, boys, are we cooked? I don't know, man. It kind of seems like Bitcoin and Nas are kind of aligning right now because Nas is in this weekly fair value gap. Bitcoin just tapped into that daily fair value gap, or at least this, whatever this is. I don't know what you're gonna call it. But I'm almost done with the charts for today. Good trade, good win, but it was barely a win for me because I didn't take profit at TP2 like I was supposed to. It's my own fault. Just gotta get better with that. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm making an Instagram right now for Jake Trades It, so I can actually start posting on Instagram. I already have an Instagram, but I just don't think it makes a lot of sense to post the videos on there. I think a lot of people that follow me on my Instagram really, like, just like family and friends, just really would not care about trading. So I will post something saying, like, on my Instagram saying, look, if you want to follow my trading Instagram, here's the link. But I'm making a separate one just because I think it makes a little more sense not to bother people. Most people probably won't really be interested in watching those videos. So for the people who are, I'm gonna make a new one. But yeah. Okay, gotta make my photo here. Not make it. Add it. The thing is, I'm kind of debating if I want to use my regular or not. No, change photo. What? I don't want that one. So yeah, man, there's nothing going on with price action, but I'll leave the charts open. Yeah. Okay, gotta make this Instagram account. Oh, there we go. Oh, great. I accidentally. probably fine. It's fine. Do I want to make my profile picture the one that I've been using or my Instagram one is what I'm wondering.
Here's everything you know about weekly profiles so you can stop getting the daily bias wrong. All weekly profiles are framed around understanding the open, high, low, and close of the weekly candle. As well, it will also be important to understand what kind of key levels are around this weekly candle, like fair value gaps, order blocks, etc. So there's really only 3 high probability weekly profiles that you really need to know. Everything else is a lot lower probability and you really don't need to know. The first one you need to know is a classic one. Here's everything you need to know about weekly profiles so you can stop getting the daily bias wrong. All weekly profiles are framed around understanding the open, high, low, and close of the weekly candle. As well, it will also be important.
How do I add text onto the cover? It's probably fine. I don't need to.
Framed around understand.
I'm actually going to make the profile picture for this the same as my other ones. Uh, 1 minute until 11, so I'll probably end the stream. Okay, it's 11 Eastern, so I'm going to end the stream. I will see you guys in the next one. Hopefully next time I can actually start at 8:50. So, I'll see you. Bye.